It was 14 years ago when we last saw Xander Cage, and were introduced to Xander Cage in the film XXX, at the time, action movie that capitalized on the extreme sports craze that was breaking out all over the nation. Vin Diesel starred as Xander Cage, alias Triple X, and he basically is a extreme sports enthusiast and criminal who is recruited to do missions for this undercover, like deep ops spy operative, which is run by Samuel L. Jackson. In 2005, the Triple X franchise expanded and continued without Diesel, and Ice Cube stepped in to take over the mantle as the new Triple X. And here we are now in 2017, almost, like I said, about 14 years since the original. Vin Diesel returns as Xander Cage in Triple X, Return of Xander Cage. Now, in the last one, State of the Union, we're told that Xander Cage was killed. And in fact, they even went so far as to include on the DVD Blu-ray a short that depicted Xander Cage being killed. Of course, Diesel did not return to play the part. It was played by someone else. So I guess it turns out that his apparent death was exaggerated. And here we are in the new film, and all these years later, you're probably wondering, do we really need to know the Triple X? I suppose the answer is yes, because I was rather surprised how much I enjoyed this one. It took a little bit to get going, but eventually it wore me down, and I found myself just checking my brain. I didn't check it when I walked into the door, but at some point I just checked out and just let the action unfold, and I just had a fun time with it. I mean, if you stop to think about it, it makes no sense. A lot of the things are not death-defying, or just basically logic and physics-defying. And it just turns out it's a fun and entertaining B-movie, action movie where you just check your brain at the door and just go have some fun. Don't take it too seriously, and you'll enjoy yourself. It's a bad comparison when I say it's almost like it felt like Die Another Day, the last Pierce Brosnan movie where they threw everything in, including the kitchen sink, and it just turned out to be like a hodgepodge of all kinds of insane set pieces, and it just turned out to be not great, but was fun. So that's basically what Return of Xander Cage is. It's not great. In many respects, it may even be better than the previous films, but still, in the end, it is rather fun. You got Vin Diesel coming back as Triple X, and I got to admit, when I first saw the trailer for this new one, I was like thinking, "Oh, this looks terrible," but in the end, and when you see the film and you see all the moments in the context of the film, and it's kind of like in its insane universe kind of way works. So you got Vin Diesel coming back as Xander Cage. You have Donnie Yen, who I think is better utilized here than in Rogue One. Fans of the Ip Man series who know his martial arts prowess are going to love this, because you do see your fair amount of scenes of Donnie Yen fighting, and not just fighting one-on-one, but fighting multiple opponents. So definitely he was better utilized in this film than in Rogue One. We also see Tony Jaa in this one, and he is better utilized in this film than he was in Furious 7, which also was with Diesel. And he really gets to shine here. So it seems like these guys know how to use them better than the bigger, more established franchise films. Go figure. And we also see, who else do we have in here? We got the Pika Paduconi, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Chris Wu, Ruby Rose, Nina Dobrev, Rory McCann. We got the returning Samuel L. Jackson, and we also have Toni Collette as Jane Mark, who's basically spearheading the operation. So basically, the gist of the story is that Triple X is pulled out of retirement when an incident occurs, and they need his help in actually getting to the bottom of who's behind it and recovering what they stole. So that's where this film is, and it's just, like I said, it's no point in going further into the plot. Just go see it and have some fun. There's a lot of insane action, and the film's directed by DJ Caruso, who also did Eagle Eye and Disturbia and Eye of Number 4, and he does a capable job of handling the action. And it was lensed by Russell Carpenter, who and the film looks great. Russell Carpenter also lens Titanic and Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. I mentioned that because I was in the opening background. I was also in XXX State of the Union too. Go figure. So yeah, XXX Return of Xander Cage, a sequel that I wasn't asking for, and got, and actually, against my better judgment, actually enjoyed. So I would give Return of Xander Cage a soft 3.5 stars. A soft because I'm saying it's more in line of 3, but because of the insane action set pieces and some other fun moments, I would have to just barely give it a 3.5. Just like I said, don't think too much about it. Just go enjoy yourself and go have fun with this B action movie. So 3.5 stars for XXX Return of Xander Cage. So if you like this review, hit that like button below. Have you heard about the Return of Xander Cage? We're looking forward to the Return of Xander Cage. Have you seen the other XXX movies? Which one's your favorite? Please comment below and let me know. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, so you can stay on top of my new reviews, retro reviews, and trailer reactions as I post them on this channel. And be sure to hit that bell button so that you can be notified when I do so. So until next time, my friends, we'll see you at the movies.